Hey everybody, and welcome back to Lindsey's Little Library. So I'm doing a quick intro before we have to head to a basketball game, but I have 4 books that I grabbed from the library the last time I was there that I thought I'd do a little try before you buy type of a thing, just to kind of see if it's worth it. So I thought I'd read the first chapter of each of them, vlog along the way. It's been a while since I've done this, so let's see what happens. First book I have, Small Game by Blair Braverman, and I'll explain each of them when I get to them. The Stolen Book of Evelyn Aubry by Serena Burdick, and then A Very Typical Family by Sierra Godfrey. This one I know was on an anticipated reads for myself, and being a font critic, I really like the font. So it works. And then Jennifer Chiavarini's Switchboard Soldiers, World War II historical fiction. So yeah, but we are headed to a basketball game at the moment, but I should have some time tonight to do a couple things. I'm also have a Zoom to do some planning with the BookTube besties. We got some stuff going on, so yeah, you'll get a little bit of both, but you know how it goes. I'll be back. Whew. Okay, not the best lighting, but we're gonna go with it. So first book I read the first chapter of is Small Game by Blair Braverman. I think I'm gonna really like this book. Have never heard of this before. I've never heard of her as an author, but really like it so far. So here's the premise. It's about a survival reality show where I think it's like 4 strangers need to survive 6 weeks, basically like with nothing. But when it goes wrong, and leaves a group of strangers stranded in the northern wilds. So yeah, it sounds really, really good so far. So this one's a hint at the moment. We'll see what the next one brings. But first we have to go watch basketball. Wish me luck. I should really talk to you about why I liked it. So read the first chapter and was introduced to a couple of characters right away, but it wasn't like overwhelming how it can sometimes be. You get all these characters thrown at you. You're kind of given a taste of each of them. So we have Ashley, Kyle, what's the other one? James, and then Mara. But you really focus in on Mara. So Mara she kind of lives off the grid. She kind of already lives this pretty, yeah, like off the grid type life. So her and her boyfriend run a school where people can go and kind of take classes on how to like live off the land, live off the wilderness. And the show itself goes there to kind of recruit one of them, and they pick Mara. So she's the one from there. The other one we have Ashley, who is kind of your quintessential pretty girl. And then Kyle was an Eagle Scout, and James said he is a carpenter from Michigan, but they didn't really. So there's a little foreshadowing in here. So it says didn't really talk to his teammates the first few weeks. He really only talked to the cameras. He was kind of, I guess, a little more self-isolated than the other ones were. So I like how it gives us like a look ahead as to what's coming, yet you're getting a taste of each of the characters and already, you know, rooting for one or two of them. So Small Game, Blair Braverman. I might go look for this on Pango, or I could just read it. Why do I have to buy it? I don't have to buy it. That's the whole purpose of doing this. Use the library, Lindsey. Don't be like me. All right, now we're off to basketball. So there's these two. Lately, Stormy has had to go outside when Skylar does. I don't know why, but it's super cold out today. It looks pretty. But it's like, I don't know, -9 or something. I don't know, super cold with sunshine or warmer but cloudy. Not sure what to pick. I don't know.
Like two?
we're back. Well, Skylar and I are back. Next couple books I picked up. I did pick up The Stolen Book of Evelyn Aubry by Serena Burdick. I don't know if I was distracted or there's just other things going on, but I really didn't get past like the first page or two. So I'm gonna try this again some other time. Hopefully before the end of the vlog. Just at the moment, it didn't work for me. And then I picked up A Very Typical Family by Sierra Godfrey. I think I'm gonna love this one. So this follows our main character, Natalie, and basically you find out right away that she is the reason why her brother and sister went to prison. We don't know why, we don't know what for, but 15 years ago, she is why they went to prison. And then she fled. She left California and is now in Boston, working at an architecture firm that rehabs old houses. And she's up for a promotion. She's super excited. And Natalie, she gives me this like quirky vibe. Like she's just a little odd in a cool way, but a little odd. So she goes into work, she's expecting to get this big promotion, and her boyfriend, who she's absolutely in love with, and is also her best friend's brother, ends up getting the promotion instead of her. So on this same day, she also gets a letter in the mail, and we know from the flap that this letter is basically telling her it's from a lawyer, from her estranged mother who has passed away, and her mom left the family's historic, because she rehabs historic houses, her historic house to her. The only way that she can inherit it though is if her and her siblings, all three of them, come back and claim it together. So she has to reunite with her brother and sister who she sent to prison. I don't know what she's gonna do. So right now we're at a point where she's frustrated. She doesn't quite know. We know the letter is there as the reader. There's a little foreshadowing, like basically she's really good at just forgetting things, like moving on and forgetting things. And so it kind of tells me, obviously, whatever the story is that's connected to why her sister and brother were sent to prison by her. I'm thinking it will come out eventually. But yeah, this is one I could definitely see myself keep going with. Yeah, it's gonna happen. But not tonight, because today is my middle child's 12th birthday. So we are going out for some hibachi tonight. We're gonna sing some happy birthdays and it's gonna be a good time. But I have this one for sure left, and then we'll give this one another try. It just didn't grab me. I don't know. It might have been the writing, I'm not sure, but we'll see what I can do. See what happens. Anyways, we'll take you with you. It'll be fun. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Okay, so we're back. I did find time to read The Stolen Book of Evelyn Aubry. This is by Serena Burdick. I'm not sure about what I think about it. It has potential. So we've got dual timelines. So we're England in 1898. Evelyn marries William Aubry. He is like a famous author, super creative. He's already established himself, but as soon as they get married, he is gripped by writer's block, and he blames Evelyn. When he commits the ultimate betrayal, I don't know what that is, Evelyn decides to write her way out of their unhappy marriage. So when we have California, 2006, we have Abigail has always wondered who her absent father was, comes to find out that she finds a photo and a message from her great-great-grandmother, who is Evelyn Aubry, also an author. So she becomes an author. So she travels to England to kind of learn about her. She learns about Evelyn's shocking disappearance and how London society believed she was murdered, but Abigail believes her brilliant great-great-grandmother had another plot up her sleeve. So the premise of it has me intrigued. I found myself not getting all that engaged in the writing, but it was only a chapter, so it's really hard to judge that. So this one I'm kind of on the fence about, honestly. I don't know. But we have one more left to do. We'll see if I get it done tonight. I'm not sure. We'll see what happens. Anyways, I will be back and let you know what I think. And there we go. She has a kitty in her sweatshirt. Best birthday gift ever, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Anyways, we will see you soon. Okay. Took me a bit, but I finally read the first chapter in Switchboard Soldiers. It's a bit of a long chapter. And to be honest, the first few pages, I'm like, oh, I don't know if I'm going to like this. Just felt slow, but then quickly turned. So I don't know how that can all happen in a matter of like 10 pages, but it did. So we are kind of thrown into just before just at the beginning, I think, of World War I. It should be, there's a date. I could just look at it. 1914. And we're in Cincinnati, but the family that we meet have very strong ties to France. And so it's kind of all at the beginning of things starting. And they actually discussed on how the United States was going to stay out of it for a bit. And then the second chapter takes us right into 1917, and we start following specific characters. So definitely has me drawn in, definitely has me interested. I have more Jennifer Chivalry books on my shelf that I think I'll pick up before I do this one, just because I have them. But this will definitely stay on my radar. Don't be surprised if this shows up in a haul someday. That's all I'm saying. This one I think I'm gonna pass on. I don't know, it didn't really capture my interest, honestly. And then this one definitely captures my interest. I 100% am invested in it and need to finish this book. In fact, I already extended my loan on this from the library, so I can hopefully get it done. And then this one, another one, very typical family. I'm going to try to look. I think I have this on my Kindle. I have a feeling, but definitely am invested in this family, and I want to know the drama for sure. So that's my tri-chapter library haul. I don't really come away with books that I don't really want. So I must just be really good at picking out what I like. Except for this one. It sounds like it should be a Lindsey book, but it didn't grab me. So we'll see. If you've read any of these books and you have recommendations on one I should pick up before the other, comment below. Otherwise, like and subscribe and all that fun stuff. And we'll see you next time. Bye.